Good evening, all of you Minties, and welcome back to another episode of Was It Really That Bad? And we are kicking off this episode or this month with our special Spook-Tember picks. So basically what we decided to do is all month of October, instead of our super terrible superhero movies, we're going to be doing the worst rated horror movies.
Yes.
And the first one that was chosen...
That might help with this review.
Yes, it might, Ernie.
Ernie, that might help.
The first one that we chose to do is Troll 2, directed by Claudio Fragasso.
Right. So much better.
Yes, understood nothing. Very little.
All right. So, Troll 2 in not World Tour, as I've just learned, but Troll 2 has nothing to do with Troll 1, meaning you didn't have to watch any
I asked this question
of that first movie at all to enjoy this one. So here we go. Good spooky evening, guys.
Yes.
What's up, Spooky
Hello, Martin.
What's
hey,
up?
Phil.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
What's
Jake.
up, Jake and Leo. Jesse.
Oh, yeah, I really do. Have you seen that pop up? I want to watch it to see what it's like. I still watch it, Jesse.
Adam Sandler. I don't know about that guy anymore. So, yeah, Troll 2. This is such an interesting movie, how it all came together. Like, this Italian crew came in. They wrote the script. It was translated into they thought their good English, or how teenagers speak.
And didn't the cast try to correct it?
What's
like
up, Jimmo?
On set?
Yes, they tried.
And they said no, we want it as said as written. And the cast like, but we're English, we know, or we're American, we know what this is supposed to sound like.
So to me, this is one of those movies that's just so terrible, it's freaking amazing. But I guess we'll see what Amanda thought.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I don't. God. By the way, if you've never seen Best Worst Movie, it is the documentary about the making of this movie.
Michael Stevenson, who plays Joshua,
little kid,
he directed it.
He tries to find the cast members who are not actors except for the sister. The sister's the only one that's an actual actress.
Who looks like Heather Morris from Glee, but that's fine.
Sure.
That's Brittany.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, the guy who plays Michael, what is his name? George Hardy. He was actually a dentist and auditioned, went to the casting call kind of like as a joke, and ended up getting one of the biggest speaking lines. He plays Michael Waits, which is the father. So, and then the one guy was actually he was a mental patient who was on like a day trip or something for the mental ward. Mm-hmm. And they casted him for a part as one of the goblins. And
I just remember
he said he was really high during the entire film.
Well, he was messed up. Like, he was taught during the making of the movie, he thought that everything was real and they just wanted to kill that little kid. Mm-hmm. Like, he's like, oh yeah, I just really wanted to kill him. But yeah. So give us a synopsis of this movie. What is this? What is Troll 2
I'm gonna try, because when we watched it was a Saturday night and I was still a little tipsy from our Saturday shenanigans.
I have a drink, I have food, I can last for days. Bring on the Amanda.
Sounds good.
That.
Amanda-nopsis.
Okay, thank you. Hey, Mr. Body Massage.
I could use one of those right now. Whoops.
Oh.
Pause.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. So this movie opens up with the Waits family wanting to go do a home exchange program to live in a rural area and learn what it's like to be farmers. And as the father makes this decision, the little boy Joshua, played by Michael Stevenson, he has this dream starring with his dead grandfather Seth, and he's basically warning him.
Grandpa Seth.
Grandpa Seth.
I love that guy.
He's basically warning him that this place they're going to, called Neilbog, yeah. Okay, I was making sure I said it right. Right. Is full of vegetarian goblins that want to feed them poisonous food that will turn their bodies into vegetable matter so they can eat them, and that they should not go. You're spoiling the ending of the film.
Oh my god, okay.
So, of course, this upsets Joshua.
White people saying pause.
Oh, so is that a thing? Okay, so.
Oh boy, here we go.
So the reason I say it is because one of the guys.
What's up, Oversize?
Yeah, one of the soldiers that my husband deploys with, whenever you say something that's kind of sexual, they'll pause. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah.
They discover it is what they do.
I didn't discover it.
They take it and like a melting pot that they are. They use it. So there we go. That's how it's done.
Anyways.
Spoilers, Leo. Not yet. I can't believe you've seen this already. Like, what's up, Matthew? I just showed up
Matthew.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. So meanwhile, we have Josh's sister Holly practicing her dance moves.
Oh wait.
And probably what is the best scene of this entire with her owl eyes. I'm still not quite sure. And her Garfield oversized shirt.
Yes.
And she is visited by her boyfriend Elliot. And she's upset with him because she feels like he likes his friends more than her. And she even makes a joke about him being gay. But then later on, there's some scenes that make it a little questionable whether or not he might be. So he says, hey, you know what? I'm going to prove it to you. I'm going to go on vacation with you and your family. And that way I'm going to prove to you that I am the best boyfriend ever. So, but that morning,
I love the delivery of if my dad finds you here, he's gonna cut off your little nuts and make you eat them.
That's right.
What? All right, go ahead.
So then the morning comes, they're getting ready to go on the trip, and Elliot never shows. So they go ahead and start on their little trip, and they end up encountering him in an RV with his friends.
Yeah.
Yes. Who they? Arnold, Drew, and Brent. Wow. So he's with his friends.
Okay.
So during this trip, they see it. There's a hitchhiker on the side of the road, and Joshua swears it's Grandpa Seb. So he's like, pull over. So they pull over, and it's just like a hitchhiker.
Yeah.
And then Joshua starts getting really upset at this point, and he's like, guys, we have to go back. And his dad's yelling at him, and then his mom's like, Joshua, sing that song that I like. And he starts singing, row your boat.
That's right.
And I was like,
you've never seen this?
Oh, wow.
It's not that it's that great. It's just a fun movie. Don't use it, Amanda. It would be a
You're right. I shouldn't. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So they.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Where was I at? I lost
Grandpa. No.
Row your boat.
Row your boat.
Yes. And by the way, speaking of, the mom is played by. Hold on. Where are my notes on this? Played by.
A rite of passage.
Margot Prey.
Now, in the documentary,
looks like the girl from American Horror Story.
No, the mom from 6 Feet Under.
Okay, whichever.
Not whichever. Anyway,
same actress. Okay.
In the documentary, sadly she's gone crazy, so she never leaves her house. So when the kid that's playing Joshua wants to reenact that row your boat song, that scene, they have to do it in her house because the actress will not leave her house. It's sad and funny, and I love that documentary. If you've never seen it, you need to see it, especially after watching this.
It was in 2009. It premiered at South by Southwest.
Yeah,
it won some festival awards and stuff. So
okay, continue.
Yeah. So when they finally arrive at this little rural paradise, they meet the family that's living there, and they're very awkward and very strange and very standoffish, and they leave. And so they're stuck in this house. So Joshua, with the help of Seth, his grandfather ghost, decides to urinate on all of the food. And then his dad...
That's right.
And then his dad gets upset and takes him to his room, and he says Omar's favorite line of the whole movie. Go ahead.
Well, he's going door by door, and he's like, "You see this?
Yeah, because
you know what this is?
Because it has their names on it.
They're
really nice and put all the people's names on which room is going to be there.
So he stops at each door to deliver his line because as a trained actor, that's what you do.
Yes.
You see this? You know what this is? This is hospitality. And you. All right, where's the dance?
You got it right there. It's right there.
You can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it. Oh, the delivery. And by the way, the guy that's a dentist, like he is a phenomenal human being. When you watch the documentary, you're like, wow, that guy's so nice.
Yes.
I don't want to make fun of him. But that delivery and that, oh my God, that scene cracks me up every time.
Yep.
Because Joshua pees on the food so they won't eat it.
Yeah. What? He just does
What's
what
up,
he gotta do to
BB?
protect his family.
I guess that's the first line of defense.
And so meanwhile, we kind of cut back to Elliot and his friends, right? They're stopped on the side of the road, and Arnold is outside, and he sees a girl running through the woods.
Oh, yeah.
So his instinct is to run after her and tackle her to the ground. And he realizes she's being chased by goblins.
That's right.
That's right. Those
Goblins.
guys. And I don't know if you have.
It's not supposed to be a mask.
Did you get the gift? Did you get the gift?
This one?
No, not that one.
Which one?
There was one I had where, and then he ends up getting a spear to his chest. I guess I didn't get it. Okay, and he
not even a gift.
And he did it, and he survives it miraculously. So him and the girl, I guess he gets the spear out of his chest. He goes running with the girl, and they enter this chapel, which, unbeknownst to them, is inhabited by the Goblin Queen, Credence.
Wow.
And
she had a name?
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to look that up because I wasn't sure.
Okay.
So she tricks them into drinking this poison drink, and the girl dissolves in, you can die, we have this gift, dissolves into this gooey vegetable matter, and yes.
Which one?
Right there, where this is face. And the goblins start eating her, and he's like,
God.
oh my God!
Yes.
But he's already drank it, and he starts turning into a tree. And so that's kind of where we're at with his friends for right now.
Yes.
So the next day, Michael decides to take Joshua into town so they can get food because Joshua pissed on the food. They have no food now.
So there's a story behind
there
that.
is a story. Yes. So they go into the town, and it's very quiet. The general store is closed, and Michael sits down and he takes a nap. Well, in the meantime, Joshua's exploring with his skateboard, and he happens upon one of their churches, and he hears a preacher preaching. So he goes up into like the little attic, and he overhears the preacher talking about how vegetables or that meat is poison and it's dangerous.
You don't have the preacher, but you think about the cholesterol.
No, it's right there.
This?
Oh, that's not it. That's
Amanda, that's spoilers.
Yeah, and so he's telling them all that, and of course, what's going to happen? The skateboard falls down into the middle of this congregation. They grab Joshua, and they're grabbing him, and they're trying to get him to eat some ice cream. But Michael has miraculously woken up and comes in. He's like, what are you doing with my son? Then he's like suspicious, gets him out of there, and they go back to the house. Or they go home. And in the meantime,
an amazing gift.
Elliot.
Wait, but this is where he figures out that where they are.
Yes,
it's Goblin spelled backwards, which is the biggest twist since Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards. So this was brilliant in a dumb way. This movie's amazing. All right, go ahead. That gift looked like a hell of a body massage.
Yeah, she got that right. Yeah.
You can see why they call it.
And
she kept asking me about that.
Trolls?
Where the trolls? Like, there are no damn trolls in this movie.
I'm convinced that maybe, and I don't know much, I guess that I figured trolls and goblins are the different things in a lot of different mythologies. So I don't understand why we wanted to.
What an amazing question. Can we collect all the synopsis into an amazing Amanda synopsis?
That would be
like it would be like that big or 8 hours long.
One day Omar will do a supercut of all of my synopses.
I will.
Or maybe we'll get Andrew to do it. One or the other.
Somebody will do it.
Yeah, it'd be like the anniversary wasn't really that bad. Okay.
Goblin spelled backwards. That's right. What a twist. So, what's up, Jesse?
Hey, Jesse. So we go back to Elliot and his friends, and Elliot wakes up in bed half naked with one of his buddies. I don't have that. I wish I could.
I remember. I was like, I sleep with my friends like that every time we go camping. Of course, that's not awkward at all. How did you not find that gift?
And I know there's limited gifts. Okay, and so one of his friends decides to go into town to get some food because their RV is out of food, and he finds a sheriff who offers him a ride. And in the meantime, the sheriff offers him a hamburger and he takes it and starts eating it because why wouldn't you take a hamburger from the sheriff?
You're welcome, Jesse. Go ahead.
And then he gets into town. He goes to the store, which is where we find the creepy man who's from the mental institution.
So the guy literally looks crazy, right?
Yes, and he was not acting.
Yes. And
he was high.
He just didn't know where he was. He just thought this was all real. It was crazy. So
and he gives him some Neil Bog milk. And this guy drinks the Neil Bog milk. And he starts feeling dizzy and somehow finds his way to that same chapel where his buddy Arnold was. And he finds Arnold has now been almost fully transformed into a tree. And he starts to try to drag him out. But of course, Credence stops him, knocks him over the head. Then she used the chainsaw and chainsaws Arnold to bits. And their other friend is killed off the screen.
That was a really weird thing. Like, he's just laying in the bed. And you think she's going to give him something to drink. And it cuts away. And you never see her friend, friend again.
Yeah, we assume he's dead. So in the meantime, Michael and Joshua finally arrive home.
To clarify, Neil Bog is Goblin spelled backwards, by the way, for you, those of you joining in.
Like if any of you watch Enola Holmes, Enola is alone spelled backwards.
What?
Coincidentally,
I haven't seen that yet.
Which coincidentally, I was born and raised, or I was not born, but I was raised in a town called Enola, which I always used to joke was backwards spells alone, which is pretty much how my experience was. So when I saw that film, I was like, me and Millie Bobby Brown, we get it. Yeah, that's awesome.
That is the saddest damn story. I wasn't ready for that. Sorry, Amanda.
Oh, it's okay. So anyways, so they make it back to the house, and somehow this congregation that they had run into...
Hey, JT, go ahead.
Makes it back to the house before them. Oh, and let's not forget that Elliot made his way to town and also to the house, so he's there now.
Who's Elliot?
Elliot is Holly's boyfriend, the one who's supposed to go with him in the beginning.
Yeah.
So they get there, and most of the town is there, and they have brought all their food, and Joshua's like, no, don't eat it. So he goes upstairs, and he's talking to this mirror. He's like trying to talk to his ghost grandfather. Grandpa says, we need your help. Yeah.
His facial expressions are priceless.
And who comes out of the mirror but the Goblin Queen herself, and she attacks him.
Do you have any of the Goblin Queen?
No, I did have one, but I don't know where it is. I must have forgot to save it.
All right, go ahead. Keep going, Amanda.
Okay. So anyway, Grandpa Seth saves him from the Goblin Queen by striking lightning on her and chopping off her hand. And so she's angry. So she comes out of her thing. She's angry. She transformed into this beautiful woman. And she decides to go visit the last of Elliot's friends. And she seduces him as this beautiful woman with some corn. And as they're having sex.
What? They're
or
not
whatever.
Doing that.
Yeah, that. Actually, I like the popcorn starts blowing and he ends up drowning in the popcorn. That's what happens to that guy.
What a way to go.
So get back to this party. So Grandpa Seth and Joshua make a Molotov cocktail, but before
That's my adult movie name, by the way. Ramo, go ahead.
Okay, so before it's actually really good.
Came up with that when I was in high school.
Okay.
Yeah. So
before they can light the Molotov cocktail, the preacher from the Nilbog church stops him.
Yep.
And he recites a spell to send Grandpa Seth to hell. But just as he's about to, Grandpa Seth summons a lightning bolt again, which strikes him, ignites the Molotov candle, and burns the guy alive out in the field. And when that does it, the father extinguishes the flames, and his true goblin form is revealed. So the jig is up. All the goblins turn back into their real selves. It freaks the family out. They run back into the house.
That would freak me out.
Yeah, it would, honestly, if I saw that. The villagers surround them and hold them hostage in their house.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
So they decide to have a seance to get Grandpa Seth back. So we've got Holly, we've got Michael, we've got Diana, the mom, we've got Joshua, and we have Elliot, because he is the only one out of all the friends that are still alive.
Yep.
So
sadly,
Grandpa Seth comes back from the dead and says, I can only be human for 10 minutes before I return to the afterlife. He hands Joshua a paper bag as his secret weapon to destroy the goblins. So then the goblins come in, kidnap Joshua, and take him to the chapel where they have the Stonehenge stone. And that's like the secret magic for all their powers and stuff. Something like that. And they're about to eat Joshua, but Joshua grabs the paper bag, pulls out a double-decker bologna sandwich.
That one.
And they're trying to give him as much to eat it. That's what this is about. Think about the collection.
What?
But he eats it, which then makes his body poisonous to the goblins. Because remember, they're vegetarian goblins.
Oh, it's total crap.
Total crap.
But it's total
There's
brilliance.
legit.
The magic that happened behind it.
Yes, there's legit nothing exciting, nothing good about this at all.
What?
Okay.
This movie's brilliant.
Okay, so what happens? He eats it to make his body poisonous. His family shows up, and they all touch the stone from Stonehenge, and all the goblins.
Is that where it's from? Stonehenge?
Yes.
Oh, I missed
and
that.
all the goblins, including the Goblin Queen, are destroyed.
Oh, these guys. That's not good.
What? Yeah, that part right there. So they're all destroyed. So they finally return home. They get home, and his mom goes right to the fridge because she's hungry. Because I guess they haven't eaten, right? Because he peed all the food, and then all the other food turned out to be poisonous vegetarian vegetable crap.
Oh, and before we get to the ending, to clarify, Nilbog is goblin spelled backwards, by the way. Big shocking moment.
So Joshua goes up to his room, and he's coming out, he's calling for his family, and he goes in the kitchen, and
Yes. Is Amanda's synopsis more pages?
And unbeknownst to them, which I don't know why it didn't make sense, the family that they had switched with switched all their food and made it poisonous, is my assumption.
Wow,
and turned his mother into vegetable matter, and we see the goblins, which I think is the family, eating his mother's vegetable matter, and he's like, they offer it to him, and he screams, and that is the end of the film.
Yeah. That is that was it. That was the end of this beautiful movie.
Beautiful movie. So a little bit of another background. So the director, the script for this film originated because his wife was frustrated with her friend.
This is much better than the Vice. Is it on already?
Is it on? Because we were curious. We were a little worried
like
about
9 o'clock.
Yeah, we're gonna
we'll
lose
see.
some of our viewers.
I can't. We're gonna lose our viewers to the Vice President. You know what? I'm okay with that. All right, go ahead.
So apparently the director's wife
they peed on his mother. They would not have eaten her.
Because he still had the poisonous toxins of the bologna in him. That's right.
Mother's Vegetable Matter is a channel with a lot of subs. We should have had them on. All right.
We should have.
Is this the movie with Warwick Davis? No, you're thinking of Leprechaun.
You're thinking of
or Star Wars.
Or Willow. Or anything.
Or Willow.
Or anything. Or Harry Potter. Or
movie
anything.
With a little person
that doesn't
that's
star.
Not a bad movie.
Yes.
I think you may gain some viewers tonight. Whew, maybe. All right, go ahead.
Maybe. So.
Are you doing fun facts now?
Yeah, the director's wife
she was
so pissed off that her friends were vegetarian, so they based the script around that. That's why it's a talk like that's the whole idea with the goblins getting destroyed. Yeah. So little fun fact, and it was also produced by Edward Sarlui and Joe D'Amato, which they are known for Italian exploitation films. Known for
idea for wasn't really that bad. Presidential debate. Yes, it was that bad. Oh my
I couldn't even
God.
watch it. But these two gentlemen are known for making movies for profitability, not quality. So those were the producers of the film.
So they were like Canon Pictures.
Yes, that should tell you a lot of what went down with this.
Fun fact, this movie is a statement against vegetarians.
That's right. It's a statement against being a vegetarian.
I saw Willow recently, was not a massive fan. It was just, Willow's beautiful.
Willow.
She loves that damn goat.
She becomes the goat. I made my daughter watch it with me. She loved it.
I am the greatest swordsman that's ever lived. Oh, I love that movie.
Oh, me too.
What's up, Ernie? You're still here. You said hi
Ernie.
a lot, but that's cool, man.
I like your
mustache.
It's cool.
I like it too.
So, yeah, that's a little bit of a fun fact.
Yeah. A lot of movies got delayed, Leo. We get to that in a second.
Yes.
So the fun fact is, yes, it was a production company, a movie, the crew. Nobody spoke English. So when you casted these people that are not trained actors and you're trying to get them to deliver these lines, you're following the script that you wrote that you translated into English, and you thinking what you thought American kids sounded like. And
in 1990.
It's horrible. Absolutely horrendous. The script, the dialogue is atrocious. Where's the you can't piss on hospitality.
I won't allow it.
I won't allow it. Like
yeah, it's
that.
I'm glad I watched it with drunk, and
I don't know if that helped.
I laughed so much at this movie, guys. Like,
I will say that it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. It's a bad movie.
Okay.
But
Phil said, I think the filmmakers are just trolling us. Funny, play on words, yep.
Mm-hmm.
But in actuality, the director has defended the film because he was pissed when all the actors and stuff had come out saying negative things about the production, things like that. And he said he was like, what he hated was how people criticized certain things, like, oh God, what was it?
Lionheart, thank you so much. I heard my wife jump up there. She's playing Resident Evil 2 right now, so she got jump scared.
What did they?
Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun putting that together.
Yes. Okay, so the director argues that the movie, the aspects that are heavily criticized, are meant to be comical and exaggerated. So either that did not come, which I laughed at it, but I don't know if that's what the reviewers were thinking this movie is going to be about. If it was a satire of what he intended, I don't think that was. I heard about that. Yes.
So in the documentary, they actually talk about this. So in this movie, it has such a huge following. It's a cult following.
Mm-hmm.
They have a screening every year.
Kind of like Rocky Horror.
Not as popular.
No,
I think most people dance to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Then
it's a little bit different.
They do the dance scene that the sister does in this movie. But
I'm gonna do that dance scene.
I don't think you can pull off those moves, Amanda. That's just one. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking you.
Was that what you did?
No, you can't even get the face right. Come on. So, well, the sad thing is, as you watch a documentary, yes, it has a small cult following, but when they go to San Diego Comic-Con, there are no lines waiting for them. There's nobody asking for autographs.
Yeah.
And I remember the what was the dad's name again?
The
guy
hold on.
I wasn't expecting you to remember.
George Hardy.
Yeah, such a nice guy. I felt so bad for him because he was like, because he always has this upbeat attitude in the documentary, and it shows like, oh, it's just this little niche corner that like people, are into, but it's not everybody, because when you go to San Diego Comic-Con, it's crazy. Do not buy Epic Hulk for $70. That is, wait for the reprint. It will come. Okay, JT Gamer, please. I know you've asked me a lot, so don't buy it for outrageous prices. Unless it's my copy. I'm not selling. I'm just kidding. This is an excellent question. Do you think this movie deserves its cult status? Sure.
I would say
I think so, because just like The Room.
Yes, which also is very the same. It's a terrible movie, but
same kind of issue, right? Like you have a director, actor, or producer that English was not his first language, and then
you have actors who don't really act. But they made something that, I mean, it's just it takes filmmaking and just flies in the face of everything we expect filmmaking to be, right? It has terrible dialogue. The plot makes no sense.
Well, I watched this, and I'll go back to this in a second. I still applaud Amanda for writing a book report on this. I do too. Good job.
Thanks.
You're awesome. All right, so I watched this when it came on HBO, I think like 1991 or whenever it came out.
Back in
because I liked the original movie. And the original movie wasn't that great, but it was fun. Had the character named Harry Potter in it, by the way, long before Harry Potter was a thing. And then when this came out, I was like, what the hell? Where are the trolls in this movie? Where's this other dimension that was in the first movie? Where's the cliffhanger that we got in the first movie? And nothing to do with it. So to me, sorry, this is a long answer. I've been drinking a little bit. I think it deserves that cult following. I think it absolutely does. I like this more than I like The Room. The Room, if you watch The Room, you got to watch it with friends. And honestly, there are not that many. There are a lot of moments, but it's kind of a boring ass movie. This, to me, because of the horrible, horrible dialogue, every scene had something funny.
But not even that. It's not just the dialogue. It's the overacting in every scene. It's which they say it's supposed to be exaggerated, like Credence when the way she acts. It's supposed to be comical, but that's neither here nor there what the director thinks at this point.
Omar, stop trolling around.
But it's just not even that. It's the special effects. It's the plot. Like everything about it should make no sense to be a movie that would be made at all, and yet it has been, and it provided me with many laughs, no scares, thank God. Not even the costumes of the.
There's nothing scary about this movie, like at all, except maybe the costume designs.
Yeah, if in real life I saw that, I still would be.
Well, terrified. I think it's the witch, isn't she? Wasn't she the costume designer?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. Ah, oh my God, I love that line. So, yeah, rightly so. It deserves to be there. Omar's been drinking. His manga collection is about to get updated. You already know how I do, man. Did they throw troll dolls or something during nope, nothing. Because, again, the Italian crew had no idea that there was even a difference between a goblin and a
which I find
troll.
So odd because, and you think about.
Oh, you've seen Best Worst Movie. That's funny because I love that documentary. That documentary adds so much more to this movie. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I just find it odd because when you think about, European mythology, trolls and goblins, things like that, all originated from a lot of the mythologies over in European, areas. So I've said they wouldn't know the difference between, or maybe not them, the script writers,
maybe
the director,
they didn't know.
Like, right? Yeah, I guess they just didn't know or didn't care, and that's all you needed.
Imagine play Resident Evil 2 with it. Dude,
I have played Resident Evil, one of them.
Both of them there. Y'all, that would be a fun Twitch. Like, just watching my wife and her yelling.
Yeah, playing Dead Space. That's hard. I freak out at every turn. Even when I played Last of Us, or what was that zombie game where you have 4 people? Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is an excellent question. Wow, I wasn't expecting this out of Troll 2. Not a big horror fan, but what's your top 5 horror films of all time? Let the Right One In.
Oh, the vampire.
Rosemary's Baby. Yeah, damn, I do like Rosemary's Baby. Suspiria, the original one. Yeah, they remade it in America.
Yes, they did.
Yeah,
I know they did.
Record. I love Record.
Actually,
which they remade in America. And it's called Quarantine. Not as good.
Yeah, Record was really good. I didn't sleep after that.
I like the original Texas Chainsaw. That was a solid movie. And I guess The Exorcist. You can't go wrong with The Exorcist. It's good. The Thing. There's a lot, man.
You could ask me, but my horror repertoire is not nearly as big as his. Because I don't.
What are you talking about?
You're like my favorite horror movies, like my top ones.
Ghoulies 2. Ghoulies. I'm just kidding. Not Ghoulies 2. Demons.
I don't watch as many horror films as him, so I don't think I could.
The Gate. I love The Gate. That's
The Ninth Gate?
No, fuck off.
I've seen that movie.
I hate that movie.
Just because of Johnny Depp when I was on my Johnny Depp.
No, The Gate had a young, what's his name? Who's the guy my brother really likes?
Which one?
He just came back. He was in season 3 of. Oh my gosh, what is the name of that show? You and I reviewed it on our channel. It was on HBO. The True Detective, season 3. What was
the guy who played.
He was a deacon in Blade. What was his name? He was in Cecil B. Demented.
Yes, I know exactly who he is.
Oh my gosh, we saw.
I know who he is.
Those are excellent. Evil Dead, The Beyond, Hellraiser, The Descent is amazing.
I have seen that too.
I
also
love
scary.
That movie so much.
Steven Dorff. There we go.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you, Ernie.
Yes.
Dead Alive, also excellent. The Halloween movies by Rob Zombie. Those are pretty fun. I like the classic Halloween 1 and 2. Honestly, I was a big fan of slasher flicks as a teenager. Because, that's where you saw boobies, right? Like, you were guaranteed to see boobies when you went to the theater. and was what you watch Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, any of those like sequels. There's always some naked chick running around, right?
Yeah.
Is that why you watch them?
I didn't watch any of those.
Would you say that this is your favorite best worst movie? If not, what would each of your
that we've seen so far? Or in
no
general?
in general? What's a movie that you know is horrible, but you love it because it's horrible? It's a good question.
That would probably be On the Line, starring Lance Bass, Joey Fatone.
Oh, fuck off! I hope I never have to see that.
And
it has a song?
Of course it does. And it has cameos with Justin Timberlake and Chris Kirkpatrick at the end of it. And Emmanuel Shariki plays his like.
Who the hell is Emmanuel Shariki?
She was in Entourage for a while. Most people would know her from that.
I don't know what that is.
But that's a terrible movie, and I know it is. Just like Britney Spears' Crossroads, terrible movie, and I love it.
You love it?
From Justice to Kelly, awful movie.
You like that?
Me and my sister love
Get the hell out of my show.
We love that.
I can't.
Oh, I would watch it in a heartbeat. It's so bad.
Not even.
But
no.
On the Line, Lance Bass really wanted to be an actor, and he's just not an actor. Joey Fatone's not bad, though.
Yes, he is. Roadhouse. That's right. The Patrick Swayze movie. That's my booby flick of choice from my childhood. Man, I love that movie, too.
Yeah.
What's a bad movie? Honestly, this is up there. You know what? Meatballs Part 2. I realize it's a crap movie. It has nothing to do with Meatballs 1, but my wife and I love that movie. We just showed it to our kids 2 nights ago, I think. Love that movie. I can quote it. That's my From Justin to Kelly. No, you know what? Fuck that. That's a better movie than From Justin to Kelly. My favorite worst movie is Warriors of Virtue. Yes, the kangaroos. And that song at the end, dude. I love that movie. And I wasn't even a kid when I watched it. You know why? Because I worked at Walmart unloading trucks in the electronics department. And I remember that movie playing the entire time. I must have seen it like at least 20 times. That and Jack and the Giant Peach.
Oh, God, I remember that movie.
Original Carrie introduced me to Naked Girl. Right, I think horror movies is a segue for a lot of people to sexual content and nudity. It's a whole reason. Guys, I watched Tales from the Crypt. I'd fool my mom and dad and thinking I was in a hairy,
all the way from Psycho, The Girl in the Shower. I mean, it's an easy.
That's a little bit different.
You don't see much, but
you can use your imagination.
My
man, Melanie. Somebody said, who doesn't love Meathead? Oh, she's gonna come run down here. I swear.
What? Somebody say, call me Meathead?
No, Roberto Rodriguez says, who doesn't love Meathead? Yeah, don't come in. You don't have to come in. She's got her PJs on. She don't want to be seen. Okay, yeah. But she said yay. The worst movie I've ever seen is The Apple in the 1980s. How old are you, Leah? I thought you were like 14.
Wow.
I've seen 2 of the Asylum movies. They're okay.
Should we give this a review?
Oh, yeah, let's give it a score.
Okay.
First of all, was it really that bad, Amanda?
Yes. It was absolutely really that bad. I mean, on the scale of horror movies, yes. On
the scale of any movie.
Yeah. I mean, it gets a 1 out of 10 for me.
No.
Which it got a 2.9 on IMDb, a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wait a minute. What the fuck did you give? What was the movie that we watched the other night? 2 weeks ago. What was the movie that we did?
Well, not Amazing Spider-Man.
It was Amazing Spider-Man 2. And you gave Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I love that film.
He's 15 years old. Wow, Leo. Okay. You know, it's a crap movie. Yes, it deserves a 1 out of 10. But the fun factor, the memorable lines, and the fact that I think it's a movie that everybody should watch or experience at least once makes it an automatic 5 out of 10. This movie is phenomenal in every which way.
As far as being,
but I can't I can't give it a 10 out of 10. Now you do a marathon of this movie and then the documentary Best Worst Movie. That's a 10 out of 10 experience. I'm serious. Well, maybe for me. I don't know about everybody else, but for me, yeah.
There you go.
The worst horror movie was Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie. See, that's my problem with American horror movies, man. They explain too much.
Mhm.
And that's what he did with that movie. I mean, he was starting to do that in the first one, right? But by the time you get to the sequel, I don't need to know the history of Michael Myers or his mom. Let me see some killing.
No,
There's this thing called crazy people out there. How would you two rank the Nightmare on Elm Street movies and the Friday? Oh,
Well,
I love this. I love these questions.
good, because I've never seen any of those, so I don't know.
You haven't seen a single Nightmare on Elm Street. You've never seen a single
I've seen more Jason Myers or
Jason Myers.
Or I've seen more Michael Myers.
That's Halloween.
Yeah, no. I've seen more Halloween films than I have of either of those two.
You got Hi Amanda from
Hi,
Justin
Justin.
Wilson sleeping with all his sneakers.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie did a movie about witches. It was really creepy. He has
his moments.
Oh, and also Omar, I guess. Thanks, man. I get so much love on this
You do.
channel.
Yeah, I can't answer that because I've never seen any of those.
Right.
I say I don't like horror movies. I'm being serious.
She doesn't like horror movies.
And when they show me stuff, they show me like good things, like
double bologna sandwich out of 10. Freddy versus Jason was awesome.
To be fair, I am craving bologna right now. So.
I've got some. You want me to fry you some?
Yeah.
You don't need. Nobody needs bologna, but also nobody needs Troll 2. That's what I'm saying. All right. So my problem with Freddy versus Jason is that Kane Hodder was not Jason in that movie, and he should have been Jason in that movie because he is the greatest Jason.
Just no one.
They didn't cast him. They went with somebody else, which sucks.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. It's not like they were saving money or anything. So somebody was asking what I would rate them. So I'll just do Nightmare on Elm Street. Dream Warriors, top Nightmare on Elm Street movie ever made. The best. Doesn't get better than that. Amazing soundtrack, kick-ass characters. That's where Freddy just became this little witty, skinny, burn victim guy that decided to kill. Oh, it's wonderful. Does not get better than that. Probably the original Nightmare after that. Wes Craven's New Nightmare after that. Bottom of the Barrel is 2. That was a bad movie, but I understand why now. And probably in the order of 4, 5, and then Freddy's Dead. That way, and then 2 at the bottom. Omar, put Amanda on timeout, please, for not seeing any Nightmare on Elm Street movies.
He's never seen On
From
the Line.
Justin to Kelly or On the Line. I bet that's scarier than any of those movies. Have Amanda watch the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I should. Have you seen it?
No, but I saw House of Wax, and I can't watch that. So.
Which House of Wax version?
The one with Chad Michael Murray and Paris Hilton.
Not even the good House of Wax, like the crappy Paris Hilton movie. Oh my god.
Because it had all those actors from like the early 2000s.
Mm-mm.
So someone made me watch it. I don't remember who, but
not me. I ain't gonna watch it. Oh yes. What up? Hey,
Dad Boy Steve.
Thank you for reminding everybody to smash that like button. Let's see. Hey guy, let's see. There is a third Troll movie.
Yes, there is a third.
Oh, really? I've never seen it. That House of 1,000 Corpses was good. Had Dwight from The Office.
Did it really?
Yeah, and who's that annoying guy I don't like that did The Talking Dead? The host. He does a lot of San Diego Comic Con stuff.
Shit.
He did that. He was in that movie.
Okay, he was in it
when
he was trying to be an actor and realized
yes, he was. Justin Wilson, much love back to you, brother.
Yes, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah. Omar.
I would love to watch it. That's the one with Jeff Goldblum, right?
The remake, yes. That movie to this day still holds like special effects. Nasty. Like seriously. Never, Matthew.
No, yes.
Never do
Valentine's
that unless
Day.
I lose a bet.
In February, we'll do rom-com month.
No, we're not.
No one will watch it.
Bad. You think this is bad? Oh
my God.
My boy. Project Viking knows what's up.
Oh my God.
He knows what's up. He knows what's up. Yes, The Fly. Oh, I love The Fly. I love that movie. I
would love to watch that at some point.
My wife watched that with me.
Okay, so the reason that Michael Myers, my husband has a friend named Jason Myers who also loves horror movies like Michael Myers and stuff, and would dress up and have he has Nightmare. I'm sure. So that's probably why I made my head. You don't have to
justify yourself.
Okay,
it's okay.
Oh,
No
Matthew's
one's
excited
you.
for February rom-com month.
Slenderman's a good movie. I watched that the other night.
Just the real news stories about Slender Man freak me out. So there's no way I'm watching the film.
The documentary is really good. on
I
HBO.
can't.
Because it's about the two girls that drug out their friend.
That is so messed up. That alone freaks me out. Chris Hardwick. Yes, that's his name.
Ola from Phoenix. Have Amanda watch Tremors. Everything is better with
no, I love Tremors. I've seen like all of them. It's good.
Those aren't scary at all.
No, they're
more
amazing.
Like a rock and roll.
That was like my mom had us watch Tremors. Like we love Tremors.
Excellent question. What are your thoughts on practical effects versus CGI? I will always prefer practical over CGI. I think Amanda and I have gone over this a lot.
Yes.
But to answer your question, I prefer the original thing to the new thing. And the original thing had practical effects. And you go back and watch that film, and you're going to be like, how in the hell did they do that without CGI?
Yeah, I mean, and there's still films that incorporate both the practical effects and the CGI, and you can tell where the practical effects, they still hold up. Like, I think about a lot of stuff that you see, like, not everything in Lord of the Rings was CGI.
Yeah, but the stuff that was horrible.
Yeah, exactly.
By the way,
Lord of the Rings was fantastic.
Did you all see Lord of the Rings, how much it is when the 4K version drops?
Oh, I want that.
Because I want that, and it's $200 for the 4K of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
If you want to
buy me.
And me.
Uncanny.
Yeah. We're going to have a Lord of the Ring off to see who's the bigger Lord of the Rings fan.
It may be the beard talking, but never mind. I'm not going to say what I thought you meant.
What did you think I meant?
You're going to jerk off a bunch of hobbits, and whoever jerks off the most is the bigger Lord of the Rings fan.
No. Nope.
I'd win anyway, because you wouldn't know what to do with those things.
I know what to do with those things.
With
my mouth, not with my
Oh my hand. God! Well, then I've got... Never mind. Anyway, where the hell were we, guys? You, my friends, now to no one. Every time. Kevin Bacon was in the original Friday the 13th movie. That's right. Now you know the lore behind that, right? Like the twist and everything.
A lot of people died. Nope, I don't know. Go ahead and tell me.
But you've seen Scream. You've seen Scream, right?
Yes, I've seen Scream.
Okay. But
it ends up being the friends.
Sure. Maybe we'll go back and watch that movie. Kid Jason and Freddy beat Alien and Predator in a fight.
So they're teaming up?
Freddy attacks you in your... Why am I taking this question seriously? Freddy attacks you in your dreams.
But
Jason is an unstoppable killing machine, but Predator is a hunter.
Yeah.
So, man, that's an excellent question.
And do we know if aliens and predators sleep? Do they have dreams?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
okay, they have to.
They come out of things. So, yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to go with aliens and predators win this one. As much as I love Jason. What an awesome question. I love to see that movie. Aren't they all owned by Disney nowadays?
Almost, yeah.
Dude, I watched that with my daughter recently because I want her to watch all these movies, and she was like, this was bad. She did not like this or the Blair Witch Project. She hated the Blair Witch Project.
I can't watch the Blair Witch Project. I've watched it. Can't do it. I have nightmares about that, too.
Okay. I'm not going to torture anybody into watching the 2006. I can't bring myself to watch it again. Oh, it's so bad. I saw the teaser for Halloween Kills. What are your thoughts?
Oh, that's the new one that's coming out, right?
Well, it's supposed to come out this year, but
I got pushed
like
back.
Everything else, 2021, maybe.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of the new Halloween. I think you and I reviewed it.
We reviewed it, yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan. It was okay.
Good for Leslie, or not Leslie.
Leslie Nielsen, who's been
for
dead for a long time.
The actress who...
Activia, come on.
No, not Jamie. Not Jamie Curtis. I was thinking who the girl who played her
daughter.
Her daughter, the one
from Arrested Development with the messed up nipple.
Yeah, I guess so.
The secretary, right?
Yeah, she always plays side roles, so good on her and getting kind of like a main role for a little bit, and not playing someone's best friend in a rom-com. But
what isn't owned by Disney?
Almost nothing.
It's impossible for Jason to die. That's right. It is. I mean, they brought him back. No, Freddy came back to life with a dog pissing on his grave. How ridiculous is that? Oh, I love those movies, though. I'm still waiting for more H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. Color of Space was good, in my opinion. Yeah, my wife and my brother and my daughters and I watched that. I loved it, man. Danielle Harris, is that who you're talking about?
I don't think so.
Danielle Harris. Wait, she was in Halloween, right? She was the little girl in Halloween who's not a little girl anymore.
Judy Greer is who I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Judy Greer. She always plays the sidekick in every rom-com in the mid-2000s, and then now she finally got something over there.
Your daughter has excellent taste, racing her. Right, your daughter has great taste. I think so. Her favorite movie for the longest time was Gremlins, the original Gremlins. And then when she saw Alien, she loved that, and then Aliens, and that was it, man. Her favorite movie of all time now is Aliens. I love that about her. That's awesome. How bad is the 2016 Berserk? I don't talk about the 2016 Berserk on this channel. That's how bad. Wonder Years of Boy Meets World. Boy Meets World. Wonder Years.
It comes down. Like I remember Wonder Years, but when I was growing up, for me, Boy Meets World. I mean,
but you have to admit that Fred Savage is a better looking brother than Ben Savage. Come at me.
Oh yeah, great.
Right.
Yeah, poor Ben Savage. Why did he go and fix his nose the way he did? I couldn't even watch Girl Meets World because of his nose alone. I was
the reason you couldn't.
He never should have got it fixed. It was fine the way it was. But Corey and Topanga, Sean,
Topanga though,
Angela,
I didn't even watch that show.
Oh man, but see,
he did the voice of Terry McGinnis in Batman Beyond, right? The brother.
He did, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they just, for me. I mean, I've watched the Wonder Years, with Winnie Cooper and everyone like that. But by the time Wonder Years ended, I would have been, 6 or 7? When did it finally end? Early
93, I think is when the finale was.
Yeah, so I was 5 and, so I've been 8. But by Boy Meets World, I was in middle school. So that for me, it's hard. Like, that's mine. Yeah.
Predator is a good example of special.
So once they went to college and they got married, that was all bullshit.
I ain't got time to bleed. Oh, they followed that up. I'm glad Wonder Years ended where it did. And part of me thinks they should bring it back.
Savage. He even had a show that came out and they did a pilot and it was really cute. He was the brother of Rob Lowe. And it was a really good show, but of course it gets canceled like everything else. They give it 10 episodes and then they're like, nope, it's not getting the viewers we want on cable, so it got canceled. So I don't remember what that was called, but one was a lawyer in real life and one plays a lawyer on TV. And then he goes back up. That was what it was. Anyway,
okay.
So.
For a series, the horror elements in Lovecraft Country is very good. Yeah, I started watching that today, but again, CGI, right? Lots of overuse of CGI. Some practical effects, but not that much. It's good so far, though. I'm on episode 2. Boy Meets World was rebooted like every other. What? You remember that? They rebooted it?
You talking about when they rebooted it in season 4 after they all graduated from high school and they kind of had to do a soft reboot? Or are you talking about when they have
soft
girls?
Reboot?
Well, when they go to college and everything kind of changes. Are you talking about Girl Meets World, where now they're all adults and then Corey and Topanga have their own kid?
Look at this nerd pushing her glasses up, going, "Are you actually talking about the time in the season 4 when they rebooted the whole Freaks and Geeks?" Rest in peace. I love that show. I still
a lot of great
Wonder
actors
Years.
Came out of Freaks and Geeks, though.
Oh yeah,
Linda Cardellini.
I don't know about great actors. I beg to differ about 2 of them, but that's okay.
James Franco.
Well, I do not like Franco, nor do I like Seth Rogen.
A lot of people have gotten quite famous after Freaks and Geeks. We'll say that compared to the other ones.
Who's the girl in that?
Linda Cardellini.
Oh my God, as Velma.
Oh my God! But if you've seen her in Dead Like Me, what a great friggin' show on Netflix.
If you've seen her character on Mad Men, holy crap!
You've seen her character in Avengers? Man, wasn't she just a hot
hot
wife?
Mom. She was a hot mom. Okay. The Terminator versus the Predator. Who wins?
Ooh. Which Terminator?
Yeah, are we talking about the Team 1000?
Are we talking about Arnold, or are we talking about the other ones? There's
only one Terminator, and it is Arnold. No, we're talking about the Femme Terminator from 3. She was cute, though. I liked her. I don't know, man. I'm going to go with Terminator. It's Arnold. He already beat the crap out of the Predator.
He did beat the Predator once.
Lend me your ears and I'll see you. Oh.
Yeah.
That's right. You know, when that show came out on Netflix, they couldn't use that song. That was a lot of the problem with that show, was the copyrighted music. So that's why it was never released on DVD for the longest time. I love that show, though. Sleepaway Camp, to this day, and this isn't a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen it, to this day, Sleepaway Camp, that final shot, for anybody that has watched it, not because of what it is, but the face, nightmare fuel. when I was a kid. That's always embedded in my
Well,
head.
we're definitely not watching that.
Nightmare Fuel.
Ever.
For anybody that's seen it, I don't know if y'all agree with me or not. About watching a horror anime, I'm watching When They Cry. Oh yeah, what is the Japanese name? He didn't Siki something.
Yeah,
it's been a long time. I like to see Paranormal Agent. You haven't seen that? The T-800. No. Look at my boy Lionheart. You're in my soul, brother, man. Thundercats, Silverhawks, or Tiger Shark. I love it. That's all the same show, by the way. Except one's in space, one's underwater, and one's a bunch of cats running around here on Earth. But I'm going to go with Thundercats. Silverhawks had the better song, though. Followed by Thundercats, then Tiger Sharks. Damn, what an awesome... I met Franco one time at a Venice Beach.
That's an interesting
Where did this
place.
go?
Yeah, where did that hit? Is that it?
Did you big him up? Did you big him up? Omar is always giving Amanda stuff. When's she gonna get her revenge arc? What am I giving you? I give you way too much.
I never get to. Yeah,
stuff.
It'll be February when we watch terrible rom-coms.
I'll give you one day of that.
February's a short month.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's Black History Month too.
It's a short month. There's only 28 days in the whole month. So you only got, look.
That doesn't affect the weeks, Amanda.
But yes, it does. Look, we only got 1, 2, okay, we got 4 weeks. I'm
looking at the audience like, how does that affect the weeks? But
in reality, out of the whole span of all the movies we could watch, it's just 4 movies.
We'll go back to that.
While we're just 12, what? Go ahead.
While we're discussing Lovecraft, what do you think the odds of Avatar releasing Providence, Omni, or a complete more Lovecraft? Have they done an oversized collection yet from Avatar Press? I didn't think they had yet. RoboCop versus Terminator. We have a comic for that. Yes, we do, and it's excellent. Okay, Human Condition. The DVDs of the Wonder Years did what they could for good replacement for the music. Read that.
Amanda, since you don't watch horror, what do you think is the best horror franchise, and which one do you think people should
watch at least once?
Franchise?
Yeah, you like the It franchise because you had a crush on what's his face, the guy with the wonky eye that fixed it. What's his name? Ed Helms? Not Ed Helms. What's his name?
Are you talking about Barry? Are you talking about what's
Barry? Name? Yeah. What's his name?
Oh my God! Why am I having a
Adam Driver?
Bill? No.
Bill Everett?
Nope.
Nope.
Seth Meyers and Bill Hader.
Sienkiewicz. Hader. Thank you.
I do love the It franchise. The new one. Bill Hader was the big draw for me on that one.
He wasn't in the first one though.
No, he wasn't.
It was the kids. You like the kids. You like the kids.
But I do like that franchise because after you got over the scares, it was more. It had that 80s what is it? Goonies and all that feel to it. The Stand By Me feel, and that's what really drew me in because it was that.
I think the problem with the second one was it was too long.
It was too long and it went too crazy, but it had some great actors in it. What horror franchise should people watch? I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't.
Well, I'm gonna tie her down, and we're gonna watch a bunch of horror
now. When I think about horror movies that they have forced me to watch,
I love that. I'm like, there's this image of me holding you at gunpoint.
Everyone should watch at least once. I would Record is one I think everyone should watch.
You shit your pants.
Was very terrifying. Or The Descent, because The Descent is one of those where that ending. The
original ending or the American ending?
No, the original.
Both of them are solid.
Yeah, the original ending. I just think it's fantastic. Everyone should watch that. But it's hard. I've never watched any of the horror franchises. Minus, No You Did Last Summer, Scream. I've watched those.
Those aren't horror.
And they're not really horror. But even then, I didn't watch all of them. Final Destination. I watched the first one with Devin Sawa.
Wait. You watched all the horror movies from, was it New Line that was doing that?
97 to
So all the ones with the pretty people in the front cover that had nothing to do with the, here's the sad thing about that, right?
Because that's me.
Well, no. It was your generation.
And they were heavily marketed by MTV, which I heavily watched at the time.
They all look like
the same?
Supermodel or models on the front of a boy band cover or a
Yeah.
band cover, right?
You have to
The
understand.
problem with that is that there is a movie that's actually damn good that got lost in with that marketing.
What's that?
And that is The Faculty by...
Oh, what a good movie. I like that.
It's an
I
excellent
actually
movie.
like that movie.
It's an
Elijah
excellent-
Wood's in it. Josh Hartnett's in it.
Okay, not where I was going, but
I mean, it's a great movie.
what happened to
And
Josh Hartnett?
I don't know what
he
happened.
did Halloween Water.
He
That's
did
what
Hollywood Homicide, which is one of my favorite. It's
Oh,
probably
God. That was
Hollywood
awful.
Homicide, a bad movie. I absolutely love
That movie
Harrison
sucked.
Ford and Josh Hartnett and freaking Isaiah Washington is in it. I forgot he was in it, and I bought the movie on iTunes because I love it so much, and I would just watch it.
She
Oh,
loves
it's
it. That's a bad
great.
movie.
I just love Harrison
Smurfs.
Ford in it. Sorry.
Monstar. No, I love this transformation more.
Yeah, I
What the
don't
hell
know.
was it talking about?
I don't know. You're
What's
talking
the
about
question?
the faculty got ripped off, and it's true. It just
No, it didn't
have-
get ripped off. It was just it got lost in
It did
with
get
all
lost,
those.
and it's actually. I mean, it was a great horror film. A lot of the jump scares and things were really good in it, and I liked where it ended up, and I loved that Elijah Wood, was front and center on that. Good for him.
Had the one girl from 15, the Canadian soap opera for kids, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, or Usher.
Yeah, Usher's in it
mentioned
too. I
Usher.
forgot about Usher. I
Or
love
Return of the
Usher
Killer
so
Clowns.
much.
I'm gonna go with Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love that movie so much. Favorite movie of all time? Any genre? What a hard question, man.
I mean, that's really hard. But like favorite in what terms? Like the best quality or like something that I watch over and over again?
Best vice presidential debate coverage around. You want to get we should do a trailer for like what was it that we used to do? Reaction videos.
Reaction video.
We should do that for the vice president debate. The Evil Dead franchise is excellent. I mean, at least 2 in Army of Darkness are solid. And the TV show. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is there to hear it, is Josh Hartnett still a bad actor? What an amazing question!
I mean, I've seen a lot.
Wait,
of
there was
Josh
a super
Hartnett
chat.
films,
We missed the
guys.
super
I
chat.
had a.
Sorry about that. What do you think about Jamie Foxx being
I have a lot of
Electro?
feelings about that
Again.
oversized. So first, I'm like, why would you bring him back? Because we actually, we just did this like 2 weeks ago, and we talked about how it's not that definitely
It was
wasn't
miscast.
It was miscasted. It was not
statement.
a good version of Electro. Why would they do that? So already not a fan of that. The only thing I can think of is that they're going to. I have to look at the release dates now because they've moved everything back and switched everything up.
For what?
For all the Marvel movies. So if they want to introduce a multiverse, which we know which already Doctor Strange, they talk about the multiverse, right?
Well, isn't the title of the movie?
Yeah, multiverse. So we know they're going to introduce one. So I don't know I can't remember if Marvel movies coming up. I don't remember if it comes up before or after.
Crazy Stupid Love and February Police or anything Emma Stone's in.
Yes. Oh, I love Crazy Stupid
I'll do Love,
We have to
actually.
do bad ones though.
Oh God, Omar, Mask, He-Man, or Danger Mouse.
Okay.
Oh, Mask
Here
had the
we go.
best song, followed by Danger Mouse.
Hold on.
But then He-Man.
Let me.
Out of the shows, I do like Penfold. Man, those are good questions. DBZ All-Star, y'all are killing me with these questions.
Okay, so Spider-Man still comes out first. So if it's a multiverse, here's what I'm thinking is what they're gonna do.
It starts filming next week, doesn't it?
Yeah.
In New York.
I think so,
Yeah.
but he's still over in Germany filming Uncharted because
Why would you know this?
Oh, because all of his Instagram fan pages are posting all these half-naked pictures of him on set where he's like nothing but him and his tight-ass abs. Filming
tight-ass abs.
Yeah. Anyway, so
okay.
What if they were trying to introduce a multiverse Sinister Six or something of that nature?
That's what I said. I would like that.
Bringing in, and that's what, but only if we can get Andrew Garfield back, and maybe
only if we can get William Dafoe as the Green Goblin.
If they casted him, and then I would be fine
to
bringing
lead
him back.
This like multiverse.
Oh my
Sinister
gosh,
Six.
yes.
That would be the best Spider-Man movie ever. Maybe. I don't know.
I agree.
Speaking of Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland. Have sex with, marry, and kill. I'd kill Tom Holland right in front of her face. I'd have sex with Andrew Garfield because he looks like Spider-Man. And Tobey Maguire, Oh wait, does that mean I have to marry Toby?
I would have sex with Tom Holland.
Really? That's
I
a
would
shock.
kill Tobey Maguire, but I'd marry Andrew Garfield. He's adorable. He's a British
I
gentleman.
guess I'd
I would
marry
marry
Tobey
him.
Maguire and go hang out with Leo.
Is that what you were asking, Jacqueline? Because
I think he meant like, who's your favorite?
Oh, well, Tom Holland's my favorite. So
Yeah, Tom Holland's my favorite Spider-Man too. Out of those three.
yeah. So it's hard not to.
Rumors of Tobey Maguire being in Doctor Strange. Look at all these rumors getting me excited.
I know.
Guys,
if he is.
Like, here's the thing we haven't even talked about.
But how are they going to do that? And if they did that, well, again, it's still a Sony thing, so they have to get Sony's approval. I have to go through all that stuff. Remember, I mean, if they're going to make him Spider-Man, right? Sony still needs to have a say in it.
Will Shang-Chi be better or worse than Mulan? I don't know. I haven't seen Mulan. I refuse to pay money.
I haven't seen Mulan
I'm
either.
so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
I didn't care about Mulan. Everyone just giving me crap because
everyone.
I never said I like Mulan.
I think
the live action. I love the animated one. Let's not get
There's
wrong.
more rumors here than Fleetwood Mac. What's up, Raz? How's it going, buddy?
Oh, that's so true.
Read my Q&A, please. Again, we will. I promise.
Yes,
I'm reading everybody's Q&A.
Yes.
I did too. I also enjoyed.
Ooh, I do love
series.
Bring It On. I could. Drew B.
Were you done with your thought? Because I feel like you weren't.
I don't know what my thought was.
I don't know what your thought was.
You keep interrupting me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I lose my thought.
Okay.
But Drew B. said my favorite is awesome. Oh wow! Like totally freaked me out on me right on. The Tour of Shore #1.
Is that from Bring It On?
Yeah, I love Bring It On. Oh my god.
Why did you make her do that?
I was a cheerleader in high school, so that movie was like that was it for me. Oh, I
heard all movie releases dates are gonna. I heard that too. That's the thing we haven't even talked about yet.
Yeah?
Is these movies are going to change? Whether they change forever or not, I don't know. But the money that they pump into these movies
is going to change dramatically
because they're not making money. I mean,
acting
just recently,
is going to change dramatically. As far
actors are not going to make as much.
They're going to have to rely heavily on their sponsorships, things of that nature. I mean, it's the fact of the matter. Things are going to change. I mean, now I know you all heard that Regal, as of tomorrow, are closing all of their
that's crazy, man.
theaters again nationwide because they cannot stay open once they announced that Universal announced we're not going to be doing James Bond, we're pushing that back in next year. They do not have any major releases that are coming out that would push people to theaters. In addition to them already being reduced at capacity, the amount of money it takes to run those theaters, to pay the people to be there, to staff it, the food, the maintenance, the film, what they give, the percentage of profits they give to the distribution companies and the production companies, they can't withstand it. So a lot of them are hemorrhaging money. They're getting basically loans, right? Loaning out on their own debt in order to stay afloat. And so what I fear is that by the end of this year, we're going to see, I mean, a lot of the mom and pop ones might suffer. If they can make do with just showing old movies and people going and keeping that,
there's no way.
Then they might stay afloat. Like I keep wondering, we have a local theater where we are.
It's gone.
You know, they've opened and closed. They've showed old movies, showed new movies.
I hate to be a negative Nancy in things like this because I try to be optimistic, but I'm also a realist.
Yeah.
There's no way that you can dig yourself out of this.
No.
How are you going to pay your employees? How are you going to pay workman's comp? How are you going to pay, all the benefits when you have no income coming in? It's a crazy time and it sucks. And sadly, no one thought it was going to come to this.
And no one thought it would last this long, but it has. And the fact is they don't have the major, like at least domestically, we do not have major markets like Los Angeles and New York. They need those major markets. And without those markets, most of them aren't even open. And then if they are limited as far as what's open, people aren't going out.
I'm honestly surprised. And I think I've shared this with just you. But I'm honestly surprised no one jumped the gun at starting, like, as soon as this thing happened, buying up some property and making some drive-in theaters.
Yeah.
Because drive-in theaters might actually work because it gets you out of the house. And
it used to be so popular. You were in your car. It's definitely social distancing. And yeah.
But I think it's because they're waging out the benefit of streaming. Again, that's not crazy. I mean, that's... Holy crap!
But if they do, I think that what they're trying to do is figure out, okay, how the hell does Netflix do it? That's what they're trying to figure out because we don't. So Netflix, there's not a lot known. We know they're definitely they're a debt. There's no way that, you know, when you look at Netflix and their subscriberships, getting it all based off their subscriberships, there's other streams of money they have to be getting, but the amount of money they spend on some of these things, like getting Adam Sandler deals and getting like Will Smith to do deals with them, to get certain directors like Martin Scorsese, people like that doing deals with Netflix and different actors they get.
Saying North Carolina theaters haven't been open either.
So,
they open and close here near mid-condition. Drive-in theaters coming back in here in PA. That's what's up. Made us from PA.
I am originally Central PA, but we don't have, as far as like our local outlet mall that we have, shopping center. They opened up they've sectioned off a portion of their parking lot and created.
This is sad. Sorry, I'm sorry. Cineworld, the UK's biggest cinema chain, is gone. It's just the reality of.
They were already suffering because of prices and things like that.
Well, I was going to say, and here's the sad thing. In half a year, they were able to die. Like, that's the saddest part. Like, there was no backup. There was, like, these people that...
The worst
and
part
I'm not going to sit here and preach. Never mind.
No,
I'm sorry.
But when you think about it, the worst part is, you know...
Somebody's making money, and it's not the people that are working there.
It's Disney. It's these production companies.
And it's also the owners and all that.
Yeah, the owners and stuff like that. Yeah,
it's shitty, like the way that people are treated. The employees that are working there, right? Like somebody's a manager there for 10 years, 20 years, whatever. You know, it sucks.
Oh yeah, my friend, one of my friends from Arkansas, her brother was the general manager at a Cinemark. I wonder what he's doing.
You're in Southern Indiana, brother? Okay, we may have to go that.
Oh, DBZ, you're from York? Yeah, I was like 20 minutes from York. Like I lived in the suburbs of Harrisburg, so I know what you're talking about. So I understand. My friend, one of my best friends from college, Allison, she was from York. So I visited York before. I had other friends. My roommates were from Lancaster, but I was from Enola, which is right outside of Harrisburg.
Did you know that Enola,
it's on the west shore,
spelled backwards,
is alone.
Is Goblin?
But I didn't live in Philly. I lived there for a period of time while I went to school.
It just, and I hate even talking about this. This is something I don't talk about because it hurts.
Yeah.
Because to me,
the movie experience,
movie theaters is the one place in this planet that I can truly escape everything. Losing myself, me in the screen.
Yeah, I can't watch a movie at home. I mean, I
can't watch a movie at home with Amanda. She's on her phone doing raids all the time, and then I'm like, get the hell off that phone.
Actually, I do have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, okay.
Go to the bathroom. All right. You were in the middle of a rant, and now I have to take over that rant? Hi, everybody. I hate when she leaves me halfway through her rant. So, anyway, yeah, it sucks. I hope there's a light at the end of this crap, though. 2020 has not been good. Netflix annual net income for 2019 was $1.867 billion. That is 54.13% increase from 2018. They did miss earnings estimates for second quarter of 2020. That's interesting because, like, do y'all remember a few years ago when they were talking about getting ready to up the price on Netflix, and then everybody was like, I'm dropping Netflix if they do that. Nuts, right? And now it's like they have all this money. No, I'm in Louisville. Georgetown's 20 minutes. Dude, my brothers live in Louisville. What's up, man? That's awesome. Did I know that, Mr. Body Massage? We have a couple of viewers from Louisville. Sorry. I can't remember.
Where are we at on a
rant? We lost all our viewers because the presidential debates.
Oh, did we?
No, I'm just kidding. Our chancellor of... What is that word? Please help me. Come on, manifester.
Exchequer?
Okay, I would have read it like that. Okay. Told people working in arts recently to reskill and get a different job. That is sad.
That is sad. Because, I mean, think about it, even theaters, like live theater. Those nothing's going on there.
The cinemas here in Norway have been open for at least too long. Please help me, man. What is that? Is that weeks? Months, Lars? I'm sorry. And Norway treated this a lot different than we did here in America too. That's another thing.
Yeah, a lot of some of these places did. Like even like I think other countries have opened up their
I agree, Omar. I lived 2 miles from a theater and it was fun to go in the middle of the day and just lose yourself. Right, man. It's like it's an experience to just be there and be one with the movie. I love movies. I love movies. You know, I love comics more, but movies is my other escape from reality, and it's nice. Like I was so I don't want to watch Dune in my goddamn house or watch it with Amanda in her house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no offense to Amanda or anybody else. It's just I want to watch Dune like I'm in there. I'm in the movie like with these characters. So it sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lars is months. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Thank you. 2 months.
Yeah. And ours have been open, what? We saw
a month and a half.
A month and a half.
A month and a half, and it's
we saw
off and on.
We saw it in August. We saw New Mutants.
You did? I did. That's right. I did know you were from Louisville, Kentucky. Write that down.
Okay.
Mr. Body Massage, Louisville, Kentucky. Okay.
Gotcha.
Got it. She didn't write that down. Be one with the movie. Omar's a hippie. I may be. I don't know. I think it might be my age. Or it might be just because movies were an escape for me always.
I think
What's up, Make Havoc?
If the movie theaters come back, I mean, if they, we get to reopen.
I mean, they will.
If they get to reopen, I
when.
think they need to change a lot of things, be stricter about certain policies. Because I think even before this, a lot of people weren't going to the movies for a lot of different reasons. Beyond people talking during movies, the disruptions.
Go ahead.
People using their cell phones while they're in the movie theaters, things of that nature. Rowdy kids. I think a lot of that drew a lot of people, regular people, who are like, I could take it or leave it when it comes to the movie experience. I just want to see the movie, and if it's going to be $20 a person, I'm not going to waste it sitting in a theater with an uncomfortable chair, listening to that woman's kids scream and holler.
Okay,
I could just watch it at home.
But look, this is a good point by Roberto, right?
Yes,
then we got to start wrapping up. But there are moments in the theater that enhance.
Oh no, I agree.
When you're watching Marvel movies with fans opening night, everybody has the same emotion.
Yes, we stood up.
I know we were there. I'm just saying, like everybody.
No, I
know,
but for the general movie audience who's not going to go see a cult, like a huge movie like that on opening night,
and the scary thing that I've thought of, and I don't know if you have, and I know I interrupted. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Is that there be any more big movies like that after this?
You mean
because
like big,
to make how much was Avengers Endgame to make?
See, I'm not worried about that.
You're not worried about money. Okay.
Not for Disney. No, I mean
Disney still has a limit.
They have a limit. I agree.
They had to fire all the how many employees?
I get it, but they also know that if they churn out these films, people will. I may not pay $30.
Not to be able to pause and pee.
I would not pay $30 to rent Mulan, but if they did throw Black Widow on there, yeah, I'd pay $30 to rent.
But think
Black
about
Widow.
how much money they're going to be losing.
That's true.
That's a lot of money.
We don't know how much they've lost on Mulan, but let's think about their subscriber base. They have 6 million subscribers. So it just depends on what we look at as far as that's concerned. They may not lose that much money. And if they are if they have the toy, with those movies like Black Widow, they also have the toy properties to go along with it.
I cried during Endgame.
That
was possible only because of the theater atmosphere. Absolutely. There's a lot of moments that
I did cry.
You get emotional because you feed off of the atmosphere, right?
Not Lord of the Rings, I'll cry anytime.
Well, you cry a lot, though.
No, not that much. But at Lord of the Rings, I cry a lot.
Okay. Hold on a second. There's one here from, what's up, Julio?
Hey,
here
Julio.
In LA, the 2 biggest theaters we have are both Regal. I've been closed for a long time.
Yep.
Benjamin Piñeros wrote a great piece of the future of the medium. I haven't talked to that guy in a bit, man. I've been out of social media, out of Facebook at least, and all that for about 2 months now. I took actually a page out of his book and decided to take a break because I can't deal with that crap. There's a lot of shit going on in the world, and to sit there and be on social media. So I keep my messenger open for anybody to message me with questions, but I close my.
Yes, don't worry. That does still happen.
That's it. On your left. Right now that man, and the next time you see Black Panther show up, that's gonna be so different. It's gonna be so different.
It's gonna be so much
right?
more.
Like, look, you already cried.
I'm already crying about it. Chadwick friggin' Boseman. Oh my God, may he rest in peace.
It's hard to go to a theater right now and in close space with many people close to you. You went. What were the rules? The rules are there. Nothing. They're they closed off seats, but there's no way that you can make money. Can you imagine? Okay, let's say at a capacity of 30 people.
Yeah.
Opening night. Even if you're showing it in all your theaters, you know how much money you're going to lose?
Yeah,
off of food sales and stuff. Okay, Leo, we're going to read your Q&A, and I swear, if it's a Stranger Things thing, the Stranger Things people should not do. No one can do Berserk, except for there's only a couple people.
The Duffy brothers are okay, but after that,
season one,
season 3 was okay, but they just the Duffy brothers, they always have one thing. But
I cried every time there was a black faded lower.
You're right. I mean, like that's why we don't see a lot of the box office numbers anymore. I mean, the box office numbers were a sense of pride for all of these movies, and so for even at reduced capacity, it's still not going to be enough to, the theaters are gonna have to start, or the production companies will start looking elsewhere. And I hope it doesn't mean that we lose out on a lot of great films and high budget films, but I'm sure there's probably ways. The problem is there are ways they can cut budget, and a lot of that's going to be actor salaries.
Oh no, Amanda here is my tweeter. What the hell?
Yeah, you can tweet.
She lets me know.
Yeah, he reads the messages and stuff.
I check them. Three times a week.
I'm the one making sure everything goes up.
Yeah. Pause. On your left was Falcon. Yeah. But the first person to appear was Black Panther with
Shuri.
So when he shows up, that's what we were talking about, like the emotional impact that's going to be now because he's no longer with us.
I haven't watched that movie since he passed away, so that will.
I'm surprised. This pandemic is not the end of the world. Hopefully next year. Absolutely, that's the attitude to have. But like I said, I'm a realist, and I lean more towards optimism. But that's why I hardly talk about any negative things on this channel, except for the show wasn't really that bad. Because
we're talking about negative stuff, yeah.
But it's just the reality of it. Movies have to change. Things have to change. Somebody's going to get cut, right? There are people that are not going to make money as much as they used to. So we will see. And the way movies are made are going to be different. Chain over here to implement 2-seat distance. Well, that's it.
So
problem is,
but what if you're with your family? So like 2 seats from a group, like a family group, like, because obviously if you're going to walk in with your husband and kids, you've all already been together. So what's the point of distancing yourselves from each other? Does that make sense? Or is it just 2-seat distance between like groups of people that are together already? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
And see, that's what, like, when people are saying, how can they do that? All these, not the local theaters.
True. Wow. Superhero movies are played out. I'm glad Michael.
I didn't put this Marvel tattoo of the Avengers. Like,
you got a tattoo?
Whatever. Okay.
Okay.
But like a lot of these bigger chains, like the Regals and Cinemarks, they have that ability to pick and choose seats. And you can't tell me that there's no algorithm to A, reduce capacity, and B, if you say I'm buying 5 tickets, the system will know to put those 5 tickets together.
Well,
after that, it's like
the biggest question I have when all these restrictions are done is like, who's mandating this? The 17-year-old that works there, he doesn't give a shit. He's like, yeah,
because at the local theater,
because I was that age at one time, and I didn't give a shit about my job. Nobody takes that job at that age seriously. Well, I don't want to say nobody. Yeah. Most people don't take their job seriously. They're gonna be like, yeah, go on in. Like if I see a bunch of my friends, like, yeah, everybody here's family. Go on in. It's just, it's unrealistic. But I guess we'll see what happens. That's why I love this channel. You are always so positive. Even when talking about negative stuff, you do it objectively. Gonna smash that like button. Thank you so much, Louise. Movie theaters could have pulled seats and bought plexiglass. Huh.
Wow.
Would that have worked though? Would that have been under the regulations needed?
I don't
know. Coming in late. What are we talking about?
Movie theaters.
Movie theaters.
Movie theaters. The future of movie theaters, to be exact. And big budget films.
They introduced assigned seating. Before we wrap up, like, where are we with Eternals?
Oh, that's also all that's been pushed back because of Black Widow.
But is Eternals post production? Is it in the
As
middle
far as
of
I know,
filming?
no. As far as I know, that is in post production. They've finished the filming of that. It's just a matter of, I think Shang-Chi was in the middle of filming, and they're about to start filming as Spider-Man 3 because those are the movies. It's supposed to be Black Widow.
It's gonna be so weird.
And I think they switched it now, Shang-Chi, and then
Eternals. Shang-Chi comes out before Eternals,
and then Spider-Man 3.
Damn.
That's what the new release date.
You're making condition. I love y'all. I'd give Omar a hug, but Rona, right?
Ghost hugs.
Ghost hug. I'll take that, man. Thank you. Thank you. This past Monday, I got Batman Demon Trilogy, Absolute Dark Knight, Batman Paul Dini, Damn, bro, you went all out, and you already got the Absolute Carnage. Yep. Don't forget that Spawn's being reprinted too. However, the Volume 1 is leaving out issue 9, which sucks. So if you want issue 9, the whole complete thing, you have to get the original first printing. But what are you going to do? We kind of figured that's what was going to happen. The release dates for Eternals is on hiatus for eternity.
That's funny.
The real question tonight, and the final question we're answering, could Beetlejuice beat Poltergeist? I love that Poltergeist is a physical being. Like, not
from the movie Poltergeist?
Yeah. Yes, it's Beetlejuice.
Why not? I think he could.
Okay, I lied. This is the last question. Okay. Omar did my first Omni hunt at Ollie's last week and got 506.
It's a comment.
We need to do that. They've been asking us to do that.
Yeah, there's one that opened up and we haven't even been there yet. Maybe we should go.
We did that last year. It was a lot of fun. We made a video and stuff.
I haven't bought comics in a while, so.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, Spawn's being reprinted. You heard it here first, I guess. I thought I told you guys that on... No, I'm sorry. I didn't tell you guys that. 2 weeks ago, I was interviewed on a Mexican channel, and I told the Spanish people that, and I thought I was supposed to write it down and tell everybody on Saturday. Yeah, they're not reprinting all of them. They're reprinting like 1 through 4, and then like volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I think 6, 7, and 8 or something like that is what they're doing. But they should be available for pre-order in the upcoming catalog. So yeah, so there you go. You guys found out before my Saturday. I forgot to tell everybody. Are you watching Primal? Yes, excellent. Loved it. I love that it's all, there's no dialogue. Sad, right? That first episode was rough when, I don't want to spoil it. It's a good cartoon. I really like it. And I love the fact that it's animated. Just got an Ollie's in my town. Just went and forgot my wallet. Silly me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Jack.
Anything of Ollie's on that wallet.
Do you think Justice League Bronze Age Volume 3 will ever get released? Yeah. But everything from DC seems like has been pushed back until late 2021, which is insane. Like, really insane. Good Lord, man. How do you forget about Spawn? I don't know. I think it happened because I do a show every day, and I forget what I tell people. But I did tell people. I just told the South American people or Mexican folks about it. But now you all know before the Saturday people. So, see, everybody knows.
Everyone wins.
One more horror question. Okay.
This is the last one.
Castlevania or Ghosts and Goblins? She don't know.
No,
fucking Ghosts and Goblins kicks my ass every time. But Castlevania for the answer. All right. Everybody, thank you. Thank you so much. For watching, please don't forget to hit that like button. Are you?
I was gonna do it. What are you doing?
You're over there texting.
But okay, so we will put up a poll on Sunday for you guys to vote on whatever horror movie we're gonna watch next week because Omar was so busy answering comic questions on our movie episode that he kind of forgot about that fact that we need to pick next week's worst terrible movie. So we will put a poll up.
Yeah, let's do an M. Night. Let's do M. Night.
Yeah, we always do one of the worst M. Night Shyamalan horror movies.
I hate that movie. What was the movie with the plants? Y'all better vote for that movie. Sucks.
Which I think Batman. Yeah, I said Poison Ivy.
You did.
Predicted it. So we will put it up on Sunday on our YouTube channel for you guys to vote on which one you guys want us to watch for next Wednesday. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And remember to follow us on all of our social media channels at NearMintCon. If you want to support us, check out our Patreon. Just $1 a day. Nope, $1 a month.
It's not $1 a day, Sally Struthers. It's $1 a month. It's the cheapest thing.
Yeah, $1 a month,
Okay.
and you could do some great things on our Patreon, like
What are
vote
you
for
promising?
old
Okay,
reader or new
okay.
reader.
Okay.
Once a month. And also, if you want to get some great near mint condition merchandise, remember to check us out on Redbubble.
Yes.
Other than that, guys,
What the hell?
If it's classy, cool, it must be near mint. Have a great evening. We will see you all on the flip side. And
It's the longest sign.
enjoy-
You are the walking Lord of the Rings sign off.
I am. Where's my blackout? Night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.